before she became one of the most famous women alive, before the cameras, the perfume lines, the billion-dollar businesses, and the 360 million follower empire, Kim Kardashian was simply Kimberly Noel Kardashian. A young girl in Los Angeles searching for identity, belonging, and a voice powerful enough to shape the world. This is the real story, not the viral clips, not the tabloids, the woman behind the empire. Kim Kardashian's story is not just glitz and luxury. It's a story of public humiliation, intense criticism, heartbreak, ambition, business genius, and a relentless will to survive in a world that tried to destroy her many times. Beneath the fame, behind the memes and headlines, exists a woman who reinvented herself again and again until the world finally learned to respect her. This is the real story, not the viral clips, not the tabloids. The woman behind the empire. Kim was born on October 21st, 1980, into a household full of contrasts: wealth, but strict discipline. Armenian heritage mixed with American culture, celebrity lifestyle around her, yet very traditional family values. Her father, Robert Kardashian, was an attorney known for representing O.J. Simpson. To many, he was a celebrity lawyer, but to Kim, he was a quiet hero, wise, caring, educated. A man. Her mother, Kris Jenner, was the opposite: bold, social, ambitious, a strategist even before the world knew it. Growing up, Kim watched two worlds collide. One grounded in legacy and education, the other built on charisma and networking. She was learning, even before she realized it, watching the blueprint for what would later become the Kardashian business machine. But Kim wasn't always confident. She wasn't the most talkative. She wasn't the wild child. She once said, "I was shy. I never thought I would be anybody." Most people don't know this. Kim grew up wanting a normal life: marriage, kids, quiet luxury. Not the flashing cameras, not the global obsession. When Kim was 11, her parents divorced, and suddenly, the foundation she depended on shattered. Divorce changed her world. Her stability turned into uncertainty. She moved between houses and emotional realities. Her childhood innocence faded fast. Kris Jenner remarried Caitlyn, then Bruce Jenner, a world-famous athlete. Suddenly, Kim wasn't just navigating emotional change, she was entering a bigger spotlight environment without even knowing it. And from that moment, she began learning something powerful. Fame is a weapon. It can build you or destroy you. Watching her mother manage a blended family, hustle for business opportunities, and turn chaos into strategy planted a seed in Kim. A seed that one day would grow into a billion-dollar brand. At school, Kim was not the popular queen people imagine. She wasn't the one chasing attention. She was the observer, learning social dynamics, quietly building friendships, understanding relationships and power. And while many kids dreamed of Hollywood stardom, Kim dreamed of fashion and business. She had an instinct for aesthetics, clothes, image style, long before it became her empire. She worked part-time in her teenage years, not because she needed money, but because she believed in independence. She saved her earnings to buy designer fashion, piece by piece, building a wardrobe she knew would matter one day. Kim wasn't waiting for luck. She was preparing herself. In her early 20s, Kim did something unexpected. She worked in retail, organizing closets for celebrities and styling them. People mocked it. They said she was just a closet girl. But Kim was making connections, learning client psychology, studying brand behavior, and understanding what luxury means to people. One day, she would turn this into SKIMS, a billion-dollar fashion empire. She wasn't failing. she was learning. In 2003, Kim's father died from cancer. She was only 22. This was the turning point. The loss shook her to her core, the man who grounded her, the one voice she trusted most, gone. She promised herself something: I will make him proud. This grief would later fuel her discipline and emotional resilience. The world looks at Kim and sees glamour, but behind it is pain, loss, and a girl who had to grow up too fast. In 2007, the infamous tape leaked. The world tried to shame her, cancel her, bury her reputation. But instead of collapsing, Kim took control of her narrative. She didn't crumble. She strategized. She negotiated. She refused to let humiliation define her. This moment, painful, embarrassing, traumatic, became the spark that launched one of the most powerful media empires ever created. Kim Kardashian didn't get lucky. She turned scandal into strategy, shame into power, insult into opportunity. The world tried to laugh at her. She responded by building an empire. This isn't coincidence. This is survival, intelligence, and business genius. The year was 2007. A scandal was spreading across the internet like wildfire, and most people expected Kim Kardashian's life to crumble. But instead of hiding, she walked into the storm with her chin raised. She didn't chase sympathy. She didn't collapse under shame. She turned her biggest humiliation into a career ignition switch. Kim Kardashian was learning what would become her life-defining skill, and this would change Hollywood forever. Most reality shows in the mid-2000s were temporary entertainment. But when the Kardashian-Jenner family pitched theirs, they pitched generational television, family, business, beauty, fame, drama, and transformation. In October 2007, Keeping Up with the Kardashians premiered. Kim wasn't just the star, she was the anchor. Calm, observant, emotionally aware, the perfect center of a storm. People loved to judge her, yet they couldn't look away. The world wanted to understand her, and without realizing it, millions started following her journey. Within months, Kim Kardashian became a global household name, and the criticism only made her stronger. Here's what most still don't understand. Kim wasn't famous because of a scandal. She became iconic because she built systems, brands, networks, and influence around every opportunity. While others chased Hollywood's spotlight, Kim built her own. She monetized fame, turned attention into currency, made social media her battlefield, became her own marketing machine. She turned selfies into strategy, beauty into business, family into a global brand. Even her critics were adding to her spotlight, and she knew it. If you hate me, keep watching. You're still making me relevant. Kim didn't say it out loud. She simply played the game flawlessly. Before Instagram models existed, before influencer culture had rules, Kim was designing it in real time. She introduced contouring to the mainstream, nude tones in luxury fashion, minimal glam aesthetic later copied worldwide. The foundation of the modern influencer look, makeup artists, stylists, brands, everyone watched Kim. She wasn't following trends, she was writing the trend book. Years later, this influence would turn into KKW Beauty and SKIMS, transforming Kim from a celebrity into a billionaire business force. Kim didn't just adapt to social media, she dominated it before anyone understood its power. She learned which photos stopped scrolling, which captions created conversation, how to make her face a global brand icon, how to turn private moments into public currency. While Hollywood mocked her selfies, she built a direct distribution network to hundreds of millions of people. No movie studio, no media giant, no approval gatekeepers. That was power. The world didn't know it yet, but Kim Kardashian was building the modern blueprint for digital fame. In 2011, Kim married Chris Humphries, a marriage that lasted 72 days and became a media circus. Again, the world laughed. Again, tabloids called her a joke. Again, she was attacked. But Kim did what she always does. She kept moving. Because destiny had someone else waiting. In 2012, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West became a couple, and the world shook. She went from reality star to fashion royalty overnight. With Kanye came fashion evolution, global artistic recognition, entry into elite couture circles, a new identity of luxury and influence. Some say Kanye elevated her. Some say Kim elevated him. The truth? They built a cultural era together. They became the power couple of the decade: art, fame, fashion, music, influence, legacy. When Kim became a mother, everything changed. North St. Chicago, Psalm. She wasn't just a celebrity anymore. She was a protector, nurturer, and legacy creator. Motherhood softened her public appearance, but sharpened her life purpose. Kim once said, "My kids are my life. Everything I do now is for them." She continued working harder, not for attention, but for the future she wanted to build them. From scandal girl to global businesswoman. Now she had transformed again into a mother architect of generational wealth. Most didn't expect this chapter from her. Kim used her platform not for beauty ads, but for justice reform. She fought for wrongly imprisoned individuals, met with U.S. presidents, helped pass laws, studied to become a lawyer inspired by her father. Where critics expected vanity, she showed compassion and courage. This wasn't PR, this was purpose. And the world finally saw Kim Kardashian not as a socialite, but as a woman with power and principle. Kim Kardashian became more than a celebrity. She became a billionaire entrepreneur, a mother of 4, a cultural architect, a justice advocate, a fashion force, a digital empire builder. She survived humiliation, public hate, media jokes, and turned every wound into wealth, every insult into influence. She once embodied controversy. Now she embodies reinvention. Kim Kardashian didn't just stay in the spotlight. She learned how to own it. Once seen as a girl famous for fame, Kim was now quietly sculpting the foundation of a dynasty. No handouts, no shortcuts, just awareness, strategy, and relentless execution. And now, she was about to build brands that would shape culture. When Kim launched KKW Beauty in 2017, many scoffed, "She's not a businesswoman. She's just famous. It will never work." Those same critics watched her first product drop, sell out in minutes. Kim had something most brands didn't: a direct bridge to millions of consumers who trusted her taste. She wasn't selling makeup. She was selling her face, her technique, her aesthetic, her identity. Contouring, neutral tones, velvety glam. Kim didn't create beauty trends. She weaponized them. Her marketing wasn't billboards. It was one selfie, one video tutorial, one caption. And suddenly, a beauty company was born. Not from Hollywood privilege, but from digital instinct. KKW Beauty exploded. Kim had gone from tabloid girl to cosmetics mogul, but she wasn't done, not even close. A new name was about to enter the fashion lexicon: Skims, not lingerie, not shapewear. A new category entirely: body solutions. Shapewear used to be hidden. Polite society whispered its existence. Kim flipped that narrative upside down. She made it visible, stylish, inclusive, sexy, comfortable, and most importantly, desirable. Skims was built for every shade, every size, every curve, every identity. A brand shaped by women's real bodies, not magazine fantasies. It wasn't simply clothing. It was confidence wear, empowerment fabric, the feeling of belonging. From everyday essentials to celebrity fashion moments, Skims became the new uniform of modern femininity. Then came the valuation. $1 billion, $2 billion, and climbing. Kim Kardashian, the woman once mocked as just a reality star, had built a global fashion empire. The message was clear. Never underestimate the girl they try to embarrass. Behind closed doors, Kim was transforming again into an elite dealmaker. She negotiated equity instead of one-time paychecks. She attached her image to brand ownership, not endorsements. She stopped being the face of someone else's dream and became the owner of her own universe. Quietly, she invested. Quietly, she partnered. Quietly, she studied law and finance. The world still debated her fame. She was too busy becoming a billionaire mother-law student CEO. She turned flaws into assets, vulnerability into relatability, public mistakes into public evolution. That's why she stayed relevant. That's why she became unstoppable. The world watched her marriage to Kanye unfold like a modern epic. Love, fame, kids, creativity, chaos. Then separation. Not dramatic, not explosive. Just dignity, boundaries, and motherhood first. She didn't break publicly. She didn't play victim. She matured in silence. She built alone. She healed privately. That's power. And soon after, she re-entered the world newly defined. Not Kanye's wife, not reality star, but Kim Kardashian, billion-dollar CEO and law-trained humanitarian. To understand Kim's wealth, you must first understand the psychology of a woman who refuses to be defined by her past. Her empire sources include category estimated focus, SKIMS ownership core, wealth engine, beauty and fragrance brands, major revenue streams, private equity investments, quiet long-game assets, real estate holdings, generational strategy, media and licensing deals, continuous income, digital brand influence, demand power currency. She pivoted from paid celebrity equity-driven mogul, guest in media, owner of media presence, commercial face product architect. Her secret? She doesn't wait for opportunities, she manufactures them. The real estate queen nobody talks about. Behind the cameras, Kim is building an empire in land. Not flashy mansions for show. Strategic minimalism, architectural investments, land portfolios. Her homes are clean lines, natural tones, zen spaces, art environments. She builds not for spectacle, but for peace, privacy, generational security. Kim's style in real estate matches her evolution. Remove the noise, build legacy. Own the ground beneath your story. For every success, there was a sacrifice. Kim lived through paparazzi chasing her car at night, headlines tearing apart her body and identity, viral insults, memes, judgment, strangers feeling entitled to her private life, security threats that changed the way she travels, emotional battles hidden beneath flawless photos, and the trauma of Paris. A robbery that shifted her soul and relationship to material life. That night taught her fear. It also taught her boundaries. Kim wasn't just famous. She was prey in the public arena, learning to defend herself and her family. People have speculated about her body for over a decade. Accusations, breakdown videos, surgery rumors, comparison culture. But beneath the noise, one truth stands. Kim hires the best glam experts in the world, invests in skincare, body care, fitness, and beauty, and understands the currency of appearance in media economics. She built an empire using beauty as a tool, not a weakness. But she also sparked questions about beauty standards, filters, self-image, perfection, a cultural debate she both influenced and inherited. To create a beauty empire, she had to become the beauty narrative, and that price is heavy. Kim didn't rise alone. She brought her sisters with her and built a multi-woman empire. Kourtney, grounded independence. Khloe, emotional strength warrior. Kendall, runway and fashion icon. Kylie, youngest self-made billionaire with beauty power. They are not competitors. They are co-architects of a dynasty. A modern royal family, not of bloodlines and crowns, but brands, influence, and global attention capital. Fame fades because people cling to one era of themselves. Kim doesn't cling. She flows forward. She studies culture shifts, algorithm changes, beauty, psychology, branding, language. She understands the world better than it understands her. When the culture changed, she adjusted rhythm. When the internet mocked her, she monetized it. When they underestimated her, she took ownership equity. When they attacked beauty standards, she built confidence brands. When identity evolved, she evolved with it. This is not luck. This is emotional intelligence at billionaire level. At the end of the day, Kim Kardashian didn't just build a career. She built a life on her terms, not shaped by scandal, not defined by critics, not controlled by public opinion, but designed piece by piece. Through grit, reinvention, and quiet resilience, she turned every whisper into fuel, every doubt into discipline, every fall into a new chapter. And what remains today is not a celebrity. It's a symbol of transformation, of unapologetic ambition, of a woman rewriting her destiny in real time. And maybe that's the real lesson. You don't have to start perfect. You don't need approval to evolve. You don't wait for the world to choose you. You choose yourself first. Because true power doesn't scream. It never begs. It simply endures and rises. Kim Kardashian didn't chase a crown. She built a kingdom. And the rhythm of her story, it continues. Every life has a rhythm. Some whisper, some roar. Thanks for diving deep with us. This is Deep Rhythm. See you in the next story.
To be continued.